Are wire grill brushes dangerous? The Grill Top Experience decided to investigate. My video, How to Clean a Gas Grill, has gotten a lot of views and comments lately, and there are two main things that people say. The first one is that grill brushes are super dangerous and I shouldn't be using them, and the second one is you shouldn't be cleaning your gas grill at all. So just how dangerous are these grill brushes? A 2016 study reviewed 12 years of emergency room data in the United States, and they found that on average each year, 130 people go to the emergency room because of injuries caused by these brushes. In the United States, 80 million people will grill at least once during the year. Now, if we make an assumption that 30% of those ate off a grill that was cleaned with a wire brush, that brings the odds of being injured to 1 in 185,000 people. To put that in perspective, let's look at some of the other common summertime injuries around the home. The National Fire Protection Association says that every year in the United States, grill fires cause 160 injuries and 10 deaths. Now, that also doesn't include the 4,500 structure fires causing over $120 million in damages. You'll notice that in my videos, I always keep my grills clean and I keep them far away from anything that's combustible. And I hope that each of you do the same. Every year, 6,400 people will end up in the emergency room because of injuries caused by lawnmowers. Now, the biggest culprits are cuts, fractures, and amputations. I found several sources that estimated that trampolines cause 100,000 injuries per year. And that's one big reason why a lot of insurance companies will have exceptions on your homeowner's policy for injuries caused by trampolines. In 2018, Canada looked at developing standards for wire brushes and even considered banning them altogether. But here it is a year later, and I wasn't able to find anything about any of those policies being implemented. So does that mean that you shouldn't use grill brushes altogether? Well, maybe and maybe not. But when you compare it with the relative risk of other summertime activities, the risk of eating a grill brush bristle is quite a bit lower. I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can reduce your risk, or if you don't want to use a wire grill brush, how to eliminate it altogether by using some alternatives. I decided to do an experiment where I cut off 5 bristles and I hid them on the grill grates. Now, can you see where they are? Let me bring it in just a little bit closer. They're hard to find even when you get up close, and that is a big reason why they're so dangerous. Whenever I grill, I always wipe it down with an oiled paper towel, and I thought it would clean off the bristles, but I found 2 out of the 5 when I was done. Wiping off the grill isn't enough. Another good test is the same one that I use with pineapples. If a leaf pulls out easily, it's old, and you don't want that one. So try the same thing with your grill brush and some pliers. Try to pull out some of the bristles in a few different places, and throw it away if you can pull any of them out. I tried the same test with a cheap $1 grill brush, and they've got the plastic heads and look like a hair transplant gone wrong, yet I see them used all the time. And the bristles pulled out easier than any hair on my own head. Never use a cheap grill brush because it wouldn't take much to get one of these bristles on your grill, and it's not worth the risk. My favorite wire grill brush has the bristles wound into a thick metal wire that won't melt at grilling temperatures. It's more likely to hold on tight, and I put a link to one in the description below so you can check it out. If wire grill brushes aren't worth the risk for you, here are a few alternatives. This brush is heavy duty and has coiled wire instead of bristles. Now, it got the best reviews on Amazon and had more people saying that it cleaned as good as their old bristle brush. I tested it out on flat cast iron bars, as well as thin grates, and some caked on grease. Now, it cleaned pretty well, but it couldn't get into the tight corners and creases like my other brush. And that's one reason why wire brushes are used so much. They work and get into the corners. Puma stones are another great alternative. One drawback, though, is that you need to wear heat-resistant gloves when you use them, but they get your grill clean. And I mean really clean. Better than a wire brush clean. Now, you'll need a different stone if your grills have different grates because they wear the grooves, and that's another one of the drawbacks. They also leave a ton of powder in your grill that you have to clean up when you're done. Now, I use them for a good deep clean to get with a wire brush left behind. Balled up aluminum foil is another popular choice, and you almost always will have some around. Now, half an onion on a hot grate is another one that people love. So what am I going to do different? Those grill bristles are really hard to find, and so I'm going to throw away my grill brush every single year and replace it with a brand new one. And if I'm out on vacation, I'm going to use aluminum foil or an onion long before I use one of these cheap grill brushes.